You know, you shouldn't take your foot off the bed when you're sleeping. A monster could eat your foot if you do that. The kid who beat Tetris. The internet. That horrid butch from Sky News. Mother duckers in 1939 seeing Wizard of Oz in the cinema watching in amazement as the screen suddenly gets rainbowy. If beating Tetris is not a life goal, then neither is reading a teleprompter. Me, I watch The Matrix for the plot. The plot. People who crack their neck and back. People who crack their lingers and knuckles. People who crack their PP. My parents after they see my incognito search history when paying the Wi-Fi bill. Professor explaining the subject. Me trying to study on my own. Indian guy on YouTube explaining the subject. When your sarcasm is so advanced, people think you are stupid. The problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. Boomers be like, go outside. Okay, where? What you may think gaming was 20 years ago. What gaming actually was 20 years ago? No, Patrick. Stephen Hawking's name appearing in the Epstein documents does not mean he received any sexual services on the island. Man, woman, right, bulk, poor, rich, Asian. People who say you can't be just a friend with the opposite gender. Me seeing my son lose the talent show to a bunch of dancing squirrels who are wearing matching hoodies after spending thousands on his performance and promotion. Clapping when the plane lands. Booing when the plane crashes. Me watching an offensive memes compilation on YouTube, and there's a wholesome pet clip. I don't like to feel good. I like to feel evil. Me paying $37.64 for my DoorDash value meal that gets delivered cold an hour later. I didn't have to leave my house. A decision was made in the grocery store this morning. Clothes salesman. Slaps t-shirt. This baby can fit so much ketchup on it. Budget $25 million per episode. $12,600 per second. Budget $4,986.69. Nobody is born cool. Except of course, people who seed after torrenting. Man who thought he'd lost all hope in humanity loses last additional bit of hope he didn't even know he still had. Flying is statistically safer than driving mother duckers when they get on a Boeing plane. Trying to exorcise without a gym membership. It's ducking heat. It's ducking cold. It's ducking raining. My ducking phone died. I stepped in ducking shut. Me thanking the creator I'm not a celebrity in Hollywood. When you know more about Star Wars history than real history. The product. The product after Elon buys the company for $44 billion and makes it better. Elon Musk is a ducking aid jot. Annual rhyme dance. Door hinge. 4-inch. Storage. Banana. The door that blew off. That 737 has been found. The historic San Francisco Armory. People who don't know. People who know. When you are finally having the argument you once imagined. I've spent the last 100 years dreaming of this moment. I've rehearsed everything I ever wanted to say to you. Every word. Walter White was a paper-handed butch. Change my mind. The animators for Mortal Kombat and zombie games having to watch countless, horrifying gore videos for a search be like. When you are enjoying your day, but hear a slow synth start playing. Harry Potter after putting Dumbledore's name on the Epstein list in revenge for him putting his name into the Goblet of Fire. I can see what the hype is all about on these Stanley Cups. Did I stutter? Pass cause he just found out water kills magnetism. Me showing her my Warhammer and Lego collection. The most dangerous game to play, resting your eyes in the morning, after shutting off your alarm. Harry Potter, did you forge my name in the Epstein flight log? The mean girl waiting for you to say something so she can try to make you look bad. 13-year-old. I beat Tetris after 37 years. Sky News reporter. Go outside. It isn't a life goal. 13-year-old. 13-year-old. My family's dog. When I stop petting her for 1 millisecond. No petting? Did you draw a nut on my face when I was passed out? Of course not. I traced it. If I had a nickel for every time one of the World Trade Center towers fell, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Charcuterie boards are just adult Lunchables, and that's a fact. Simple Jack. The Good Doctor. Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Andy, we are just gonna lock her for the night, right? We are not gonna kill her. Laylee. When a kid is running around a restaurant and you gotta stop yourself from tripping them. Me who just took clean laundry from the dryer and put it in the basket. I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. In 1883, the body of a bear and Frank Devereaux were found dead beside each other with the ground around them thrashed for 20 square feet. It's believed the man and bear fought to the death. You drop your phone. Panic. It's a Nokia. Calm. The ground starts to shake. Panic. Island voice when they realize they're on the wrong island. Winnie the Pooh. Taiwan is a country. That feel when the year barely even started and we already got an earthquake in Japan. A list of people who visited Epstein's Island and rumors of an alien invasion. What a year, huh? Captain, it's January. Me explaining imposter syndrome to my co-workers. I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Me knowing my birthday is the exact year and day of the day crabs fries. Mop, can you grab dinner out of the oven? Me, a ducking 6-year-old. Dream. Let me guess, your home. It was. And it was beautiful. Blue Scooty beats Tetris. Everyone. Carefully, he's a hero. Remember Chucky? This is him now. Feel old yet? This onion won't make me cry. Minecraft came out 12 years ago. Cars when the snow isn't fully cleaned off yet. I know each generation of kids and what they watch changes. But if I hear a mother ducker unironically say who's SpongeBob, I'm gonna lose it. When you see the people who were popular in high school again. Me, nah, I don't really need to put my phone on airplane mode. The airplane. How I look writing my exam. How the teacher looks correcting my paper. Me tallying when I fall for someone too easily, but never initiate. Crush 201. Doctor, are you sexually active? Me, haha big time. Doctor, like, with another person? Me, oh, then no. Me working my draining 9 to 5 for the foreseeable future, watching all my favorite YouTubers on my lunch break talking about how soul snacking it's been being a YouTuber for 3 years. And how they are now retiring into wealth. I heard they were gonna stop selling horse meat at Wendy's. When she steamboats on my willy. If Oprah and The Rock, a billionaire and a multi-millionaire, have the guts to ask you for donations for Maui, you can go get forklift certified. Me with the homies. My inner troll when I see a yellow car. Tribalism derived from divisive American politics, where everyone loses regardless. Tribalism derived from having incredibly strong opinions about a hobby you gatekeep. POV, you recover bro, after he went to the goth missile mommy sleepover. 8 Jots, aliens aren't real, because if they were, they would have visited, or made themselves known. What would happen if aliens made themselves known? I'm a stepdad. I'm continuing the Last Guy's save file. Great. It's a new year, and I'm looking forward to 2024. People born the same year as me are now barely legal and starting to do porn. Trump. Jugglers. Not knowing how magnets work. Buckshoe Dog Bundy environmentally correct Brad. It's not just a good idea, it's the law. Who likes always being right? Who likes admitting they're wrong? People asking me questions during a movie. Me also watching the same movie for the first time. Me wanting to sleep in on my day off. My body, yep, diarrhea. Found a heat CGI porn vid on the hub. There's some ducking Russian guy commenting over it. Short men. Tall women. Not wanting to date each other. English people getting ready to say some of the most vile things known to man after an American poked fun at their teeth. Given the evolving situation, the question might shift from which celebrities are on Epstein's list to which celebrities aren't on Epstein's list. 2015. Pictures of Stephen Hawking actually on Epstein's island are found. I sleep. 2024. A flight list Stephen Hawking isn't even on is released. Real shut. Seattle. A playground for children. This is brilliant. A beach where gay people can expose themselves. But I like this. How I look at people after saying the most voluntarily idiotic sarcastic thing possible. They'll think I'm actually stupid. Sundays are often heat messes that really just need help getting their life organized. The one therapist that exists in all of anime when they find out there are hundreds of them. The movie has a great plot twist. To fully understand the movie, you must watch it twice. When I find out people think I'm autistic and guy instead of cool and mysterious. Games shouldn't be too hard. Games shouldn't be too hand-holding. Me. Woman. I don't date guys under 6 feet tall. Me who's 5 feet 12 inches. Normal gen alphas. Media. Skibbity toilet kids. Did you know your left taillight is out? Oh yeah. Loud and proud. America needs you to work out. To be better than 80% of men. Do that for yourself and have a wonderful day. Honey, tell me what's wrong. What if they added Stephen Hawking's name as a scapegoat so all the attention would be diverted to a dead guy? Oh duck. Rare photo of me trying to fit in society. I finally found it. After 15 years. The scroll of truth. You can't walk on water. Nien. You know the earth is 71% water. That's uncarbonated. That is accurate. So, technically flat. Internet's newfound activity. Curse Kool-Aid Man isn't real. It can't hurt you. Curse Kool-Aid Man. Global banks be like. When ballin' comes full circle. Me, peacefully having a bath. That one monster waiting for me to accidentally get shampoo in my eye. Rehearsing for Fear the Walking Dead be like. My stomach at 2 AM when I want sleep. You actually want food. You think you can steal from us and just walk away, yeah. Management, it was a rough year for us all. The rough year they had. Me wishing it was still cool to dab or say dank in 2024. Stephen Hawking memes about being on the list. You are just making a meme, but actually don't believe in it, right? Right? Life. Comma. Me. Anytime I do something slightly shutty. Eggman when he pulls up at the gender reveal party. 2010s. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Billy. 2020s. Don't believe everything you read on the internet. Grandpa. 1944, Rosie the Riveter. 2024, Boeing the 12-bolt door plugger. Cheaters be like. Relationship. Situationship. Playing old games, because I like old games. Playing old games, because I've never played them before. Stephen Hawking after seeing all the memes about him being on Epstein's Island, although he is not even mentioned on the actual flight list. You can't do this to me. Existential pain. Me trying to have a nice start to 2024. Base does not automatically mean good. If those kids could read, they'd be very upset. How can there be a cassette tape of Spaceballs, the movie? We are still in the middle of making it. Gen Y's entering their 40s watching civilization crumble. They had us in the first half, not gonna lie. When you get ghosted, and now you gotta delete the memories. When your brother comes downstairs and says he told mom you used her Fiskars for crafts. Please say psych. Why the duck didn't my Asian parents tell me? You can use a dishwasher to wash dishes. Food delivery in my town. Burgers and pizza. Burgers and pizza everywhere. Me, why do I even bother talking to them? They treat me like shit. Also me, well they post quality needs. Me, but they completely ignore me, unless need something. Also me, so do your non-heat, non-need posting friends. Me, son of a butch has a point. The trailer, the movie. Mario, I can swim underwater practically indefinitely in my 2D installments. In 3D games, who needs lungs when I have coins to keep me alive underwater? Pokemon trainers, what the duck is a swim? When modern localizers act like buffons, metaphor kids. Perhaps I treated you too harshly. Filling out a job application with every red flag known to man, but you need the money. Significant other, so where are you Thor? 50-plus-year-old me, yes. Me, heading to work on my first day with a new company after I completely lied on my resume to get the job. When you crumple the leaves off your dying dorm room plant and into the bowl to give your 99-cent college ramen extra flavor, chef. Modern games artificially add difficulty to encourage you to pay more. At your service, my coin-operated classics. Saurus, Greek meaning of lizard used in many names for extinct reptiles. Basilosaurus, an ancient whale. Still door gap, using a public bathroom. Polls, indigenous peoples, losing no matter who wins. When you're getting ready for school, but remember you have to be at the Golden Globes. This movie has the worst plot and acting. I rated a 2/10. You're gonna hate it. Quit having fun. You know, assassins learned quickly. They couldn't use invisible weapons. Oh, why is that? Because the enemy could see they were clearly armed. Just woke up today and learned iPhones and the cloud existed in 1992. Babe, let's look at puppies. Me, comes home with 10 puppies. Me convincing myself I can find an alt, or emo, or goth girlfriend, only bringing my average, sometimes funny golden retriever energy self to the table. The music that plays over it, Tauhayat. I hate it when homeless people shake their change cup at me. I get it, you have more money than me. No need to be a nut about it. If your girl hates Monday and loves lasagna, then that's not your girl. That's the 20th US. James A. Garfield. People make rope to hang objects. Governments that want to execute criminals. Hey, that's pretty nifty and all, but what if we tried it on people? me getting ready to go to work knowing there are freelancers who daily earns 10 times of my monthly salary. Germans watching a World War II documentary for the first time. I can't believe it. I was on TV. The Slex scene. Everyone else at the theater. When you've been single forever, but then your best friend gets a girlfriend. School. 2 + 3 = 5. Pink Floyd. We don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. POV. You are an astronaut that just opened a box labeled needs from my wife belonging to some guy named Dr. Bright. Savannah. Here's Yemen. A country rocked by civil war. They'll be competing in shooting and running. When TED shows up for the final level of TED Talks. The teacher that produced top tier students. The substitute teacher that could pronounce the students with difficult names on the first try. How it feels to receive surprise gifts from yourself after getting drunk on Prime Day. Me. Makes gay joke. Gay people and white girls. Attacks me for being homophobic. Me a gay man. What's the point of life if you can't laugh at yourself? Therapist. Chinese Winnie the Pooh isn't real. He can't hurt you. Chinese Winnie the Pooh. Calls employees essential during a pandemic. Pays them exactly the same to risk their safety and health. That one weird friend. Gets a girlfriend. Me and the boys. Every day. We stray further from God. US military. You know. If you like watching war video games where the Americans always win. Why don't you come work for Twitch? Shut your ducking mouth. Me on the toilet on my 25th wipe still finding peep realizing that I probably am just a big piece of shit like my dad used to tell me before he left.